Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. And I'm going to be recapping the NBA games for today as we had one about nine. I think we had 9 or 8 games today. Yeah, nine games today on a MLK day. Always love when the NBA honors MLK, Martin Luther King, as he did a lot for our country and has built for where we are today. So I always love to see when the NBA gets to honor MLK, and use their platform to just give the I can't find the wording for it, but what I'm trying to say is I love how the NBA always honors Martin Luther King on this amazing day, and I love how we get to see basketball played, especially in Atlanta where he was born, and and we get a double header in a game in Memphis where he was sadly killed, but. Yeah, we did have some good things happening in the NBA today, and we get to start with Jayson Tatum, man. This kid is playing some good basketball, and today, as I should say, because with MLK Day, game started as early as 12 today, and as late as 9:30 with my Houston Rockets as they sadly lost. But Jayson Tatum, 51 points against the Charlotte Hornets, and he was just drilling threes tonight. He hit 7 threes tonight, 51 points, 9 rebounds, and he's just showing how he deserves to possibly win MVP. I think it's really hard for Jayson Tatum to win the MVP award, which is how good Luka has been. I think it's going to come down to Luka and Jayson Tatum for sure. I think Embiid's in the mix. I think possibly Jokic is in the mix. I don't know. I think MVP is such a hard thing for this season. But Jayson Tatum with his performance definitely helped those odds for MVP. But 51 for Tatum, as the Celtics do beat the Hornets 130 to 118. Leading scorer for the Hornets was McDaniels with 26, and the Celtics get the win. So yeah. All right, moving on to the Bucks and the Pacers. 132-119 win for the Bucks. This was a really close game through the fourth, but the Bucks kind of took control of things late in the game. No Giannis, no Chris Middleton, but Drew Holiday was still there, 35 and 11 assists. And then for the Pacers, Miles Turner had 30. And I know I usually only do like one scorer, but TJ McCollum, man, he showed up tonight. He had 29 points for a career high. Had 23 points at halftime. I mean, man, he was really going after it tonight. Cavaliers, Pelicans. Cavaliers get the win, 113-103. Darius Garland with 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 11 assists, and Jared Allen with 24 points and 11 rebounds. For the Pelicans, CJ McCollum with 25 points, and Jonas Valanciunas with 22 points and 13 rebounds. Good win for the Cavaliers. Here's one of our big headlines here, which, our other headline was the Celtics and Tatum scoring 51. But here, the Raptors get a good win against the Knicks in overtime. What a cool game this was to watch. Such a back-and-forth game. And the Raptors really, the Raptors started to show some good things in this game, and they can keep it up, maybe possibly making the play-in at the end of the season and maybe try to make it in the playoffs. I think it could be hard, but with the Raptors, with their depth and the way they played tonight or today, with the way Scotty Barnes and Van Vliet and Siakam played today, I think they definitely have a chance. For the Knicks, by the way, final score 123-121. But for the Knicks, RJ Barrett had 32 points in a game-tying dunk, huge dunk. Brunson had 26 and 21 and 15 and 8 for Randall, near triple-double. I'm telling you guys, Randall deserves to be an all-star. That's all I'm going to say. Then for the Raptors, 3 scorers over 20 or over. Siakam with 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists. Van Vliet with 33 points and 8 assists, and then Scotty Barnes with 26 points and 7 rebounds. So they get the job done against the Knicks. Man, Steph Curry, he's back. These last 3 games, he's, hasn't been as, the usually the Steph Curry we've seen, since he's returned. But today he really showed that Steph Curry is back as the Warriors get the win 127-118 against the Wizards. Warriors just took over in the fourth quarter. It was a close game, but then Steph took over. No, I'm sorry. Did I say Warriors took over? I meant Steph took over. Steph Curry finishes with 41 and 7. Jordan Poole has 32. He gets the start with no Klay Thompson. They get the job done. Leading scorer for the Wizards with Porzingis with 32. The doubleheader for TNT, Atlanta, Miami Heat, where MLK was born and raised. This was a great game, and I really wanted Miami to win, and I was really upset they didn't win. But this was a good game, though, as the Hawks win 121-113. Leading scorer for the Atlanta Hawks was 28 for DeJounte Murray and 24 for Trae Young. Clint Capella's coming off the bench. That's weird for me, personally coming from a Rockets fan. Watching this guy, I've been watching that guy playing for years. I can't believe he's coming off the bench. I know Onyeka Okongwu, he's playing some decent ball, but Clint Capella does not deserve to be coming off the bench. For the Heat, Jimmy Butler was their leading scorer, 34, and Bam had 20 and 13. A really close game down in Minnesota between the Jazz and Timberwolves. It seems like every time these two teams play each other this year, and this is the second or third time, that it's such a close game. Jazz win 126-125. Anthony Edwards has 29. D'Angelo Russell has 21. But that was not enough. Jordan Clarkson has 21. Walker Kessler at 20 points, 21 rebounds, and the rookie, and people have been messing with Rudy Gobert because this was against his former team, and his replacement gets 20 and 21, but he did leave the game. And he finished with 2 points. I think he left early, but they've been trolling Rudy Gobert on Twitter. But then besides that, Mike Conley had 14 and 8. A lot of trade talks about him today. And then moving on to that second doubleheader on TNT, where in Memphis, and you got Phoenix and Memphis. This is not that fun of a game to watch. Phoenix has been a story this season, haven't they? No Chris Paul, no Devin Booker. Their leading scorer was Bridges with 21. Ja had 29, and Bane had 28. But the Grizzlies took care of business, 136-106. I'm not going to talk much about this game because I already did a post game about it because I'm a Rockets fan. Go check that out if you want me to hear, talk more about that game. But the Rockets lose to the Lakers 132-140. Prince Shagun gets his career high with 33 points and 15 rebounds. And LeBron James takes care of business with 48 points. Russell Westbrook also has 24, and Jalen Green has 23. Tough loss for Rockets fan. For the Rockets, they dropped their 11th straight, but there was some good things about this game because the Rockets did show some good things in this game, and they were in it for the whole 48 minutes, which I thought was a good thing because they've been the last, most of the season, through their games, they've not really. Through three quarters, they'll play good basketball, and then the fourth quarter, they just look like dog shit. But I think that the Rockets did some good things. If you want me to hear more about that game, you want to hear me talk more about that game, that my Rockets post game is already posted, so go check that out. Let me know your thoughts on Jayson Tatum scoring 51, Curry erupting and scoring 41. Braun scoring 48 against my Rockets, and the Knicks and Raptors in overtime. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on today's games, as we had some great performances between Tatum, LeBron, and Curry. Sadly, LeBron against my Rockets, but that's okay, because LeBron usually really plays good against us. And then a really good game between the Raptors and the Knicks. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know your thoughts. Peace out.